Well, good morning, Eagles, and I hope you had a great weekend. Today, the second week of May, it is Monday, May 10th, day two on our school calendar, and we're going to begin, since it's a new week, we're going to begin our land acknowledgement, giving thanks for our land and our water and the relationship that we have with both of those, as well as our Indigenous peoples.
We acknowledge that we are on land and surrounded by water originally inhabited by indigenous peoples who have traveled this area since time immemorial. This territory is within the lands honored by the Wampum Treaties, agreements between the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, Lenni Lenape, and allied nations to peacefully share and care for the resources around the Great Lakes. Specifically, we would like to acknowledge the presence of the Three Fires Confederacy, Ojibwe, Odawa, and Potawatomi, and Huron-Wendat peoples. We are dedicated to honoring Indigenous history and culture while remaining committed to moving forward respectfully with all First Nations, Inuit, and Métis.
And now for our national anthem.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, a true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Our quote to start off the week is from Dennis Lee. Alligator pie. If I don't get some, I think I'm gonna die. Have you ever wanted something so badly that you thought you couldn't live without it? You talked about it, you dreamed about it, you planned for it, you saved for it, you begged for it, and then you either got it or you didn't. And if you got it, is it still that important to you? And if you didn't, are you still alive? Well, some tips from our Healthy Schools and Healthy Homes corner, and remembering the four domains of well-being. Are we physically well? Are we physically well? Are we emotionally well? Are we thinking well cognitively? And socially, how are we doing with our friends and those around us? Are we well? Well, a couple survival tips for this week. They're called COVID-19 self care tips. And the first one for Monday is creating a daily routine. This will help you move through your day, keeping things realistic and keeping things flexible. That daily routine is really something important, something we noticed when we came back to school that we had really missed when we were online. So while we're online, keep up with a daily routine and then keep things realistic and keep things flexible. And our eco teams of the past have done things like a food waste audit where we've picked through the garbage. What we've done is gone through our garbages at school and compared them sometimes with what we find at home. And what is it that we find when we go through our garbages? Do we find fruit, vegetables, snacks, sandwiches, dipping applesauce and yogurts, and noodle soups and thermos foods, and others? And then we considered how many of these items were wasted. So out of all the things we found in the garbage, in past years we've found bananas thrown in the garbage. We've thrown carrots thrown in the garbage. We've seen snacks, entire snacks thrown in the garbage. And one of the things we want to consider is food waste. And this week we're going to concentrate on that. And here's a short video just to introduce food waste here in Canada.
We all love food, but even so, we waste 450,000 eggs a day in Canada. But that's not all. We also dump 1 million cups of milk down the drain and throw out 2,400,000 potatoes every single day. The naked truth? Canadians waste way too much food. Food waste from our homes is having a major impact on our environment. But unlike many of the problems facing us today, this one is easy to solve. Love Food, Hate Waste Canada is a movement that utilizes technology, education, and community to tackle this important issue. A growing body of evidence tells us just how big the problem is. In 2017, the National Zero Waste Council's research showed that over 60% of food waste is avoidable. Things like stale bread, spoiled fruit, expired dairy, wilted lettuce, it all adds up. The fact is, we buy too much food. It goes bad before we can even eat it.
Ew, gross.
Love Food, Hate Waste Canada is here to help and partnering with great organizations from coast to coast to coast. Teaching easy food tips like how to store your food so it lasts longer, and we have tasty options for people to better plan their family's meals. More importantly, we need you, your ideas, your friends, your energy. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at LFHW_CA and on Facebook at Love Food Hate Waste. And go to lovefoodhatewaste.ca to learn more. Together at Love Food Hate Waste Canada, we can create a tastier, fresher, and more sustainable future.
Well, I hope you got some great ideas about food waste. And as I said, we're going to continue talking about that all week long and bringing awareness to the issue, and hopefully that we can do something about it and then start getting other people to do something about it. Because we are Eagles and we take care of our environment. We are empathetic, accepting, generous, loving, and we support education, and we are supportive of each other. And just to go a little bit deeper with empathy, our first, the E in our Eagles, the E. We're going to focus on empathy all this week, and an idea. How about reminding each other that everyone has a story? That's a great way of being empathetic. And when somebody complains about a friend's rude or hurtful behavior, help them steer them towards looking past the surface and into why the person may have acted that way. It can be easy to take someone's behavior and to take someone's behavior toward you at face value, but so many times some other factors hidden below are influential. So trying to be empathetic, remind each other that everyone has a story and to think behind what's going on and maybe consider that and help understand that. And our funny to start out this Monday, why did the M&M go to school? Because it really wanted to be a smarty. Well, that's it for Monday, May 10th. And our thought for today is, I'll put my wants in perspective. Have a magnificent Monday. Again, thank you so much for joining us, for being with us. We appreciate how difficult this is for everyone, and we're glad you're here. Have a magnificent Monday.